night and welcome to the wonderful world of WACC. I'm your host, Jerry Bender. Along with me is my co-host,
Travis.
And also we have a guest today from Oregon High School, and her name is?
Haley.
And we're here to give you some idea of what we do at the wonderful world of WACC. First of all, this is the first year that Oregon has come to WACC, and we decided it was time to, have the opportunity to find out from you Oregon students what's going on. So Haley, why did you choose to attend WACC?
I chose to choose WACC because it offers a program that'll help with my future career.
What does that mean?
I want to be in the medical field, and at Oregon they offer human anatomy, but nothing that'll give me experience.
So you're taking the CNA class this year?
I'm taking the Allied Health.
Okay, Allied Health. And then you're hoping to do an internship, or you are going to do an internship where?
At CGH.
Good for you. Travis, got a question?
What's your take on the class?
I love it. It's a small class. I've gotten really close with all the people in there. And I love clinicals. I've started, and it's helped me a lot.
So at WACC, we have kids from a lot of different schools, and just understanding what you're saying is that you came here because you want to get into the nursing program and take care of that because that's your future. But how else is WACC different than, say, Oregon High School?
I feel it better prepares you for your future career, and the classes are smaller than at Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good answers, right, Travis?
Yeah.
This is why we have Oregon in the consortium of Wide World of WACC.
I'm Bryson Forrest. Cubs just won. I'm here with two White Sox fans. I'm Bryson Forrest. I'm here in Digital Media Arts with two students of the class, Travis and John. What do you guys think about this class so far?
I think it's definitely different than any other class I've ever taken. You definitely get a lot more involved in the things you do, and you're not just bored like in a textbook all day.
It's definitely, out of all the classes I've ever taken, the best class I've ever taken. I actually get to be creative and do things that I want to do rather than sit there and like paper and pencil math all day.
And welcome back to the wonderful world of WACC. Just a reminder, we're interviewing our students from Oregon. It's their first year at WACC, and my co-host Travis has got a question.
So why did you choose to attend WACC?
I thought it was a great experience to do something new and get a lot of hands-on experience with something I love.
Introduce everybody to yourself.
I'm Caleb. I'm from Oregon.
What year are you, Caleb?
I'm a senior this year.
I'm a senior. And what class are you in?
I'm in the building trades program.
Building trades program. And so this was completely different, something that you couldn't get at Oregon that you wanted to come here for?
Yeah, absolutely different.
So what's your take on the class so far?
I really like it. It's basically just hands-on. We're hardly ever in the classroom. We go straight to the house and we just build stuff. He teaches us how to redo it.
Those of you that don't know, WACC has taken a house that was totally dilapidated, and they've been working on it starting a year ago, putting some things in, and these guys are trying to get the final touches on it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Are you getting there?
Getting there. We've got the walls up and we're starting to put in some plumbing.
Okay, a little personal question now. When this thing's all done, is this a house you'd live in?
I think so, yeah. It's bigger than my house.
Okay, good. Travis?
How do you feel WACC has better prepared you for your future?
I really like how it's all hands-on, so in the future I'm not going to be sitting in the classroom the whole time. I'm going to be out there doing stuff, and that's what I'm doing in this class.
So what's your goal for the future?
I don't know what I'm going to major in or anything, but I figure everybody owns a house. I'm going to need to learn how to fix it up eventually, so.
Yeah, guys like me call guys like you to make sure things get done right at my house. Thanks for watching today. WACC, making it better for all the schools.
Why do you like making cookies in this class?
Because they're really good and everybody likes chocolate chip cookies.
I'm here with Austin Scalahawk Wilson. Why do you like to be here, Austin?
I really like Chef Joe, and I like the environment, and I like the Dixon culture over here, and we're doing a good job so far.
What's your name?
Mateo.
What do you like about the auto shop class?
I mean, I don't really know all that much about automotives and everything, but this really helped me. Helps me with my car. This is the whole reason I did this, just to work on my car and everything.
Hi, and welcome back to our next segment of Wonderful World of WACC. We just talked to some of the new kids from Oregon, and now we're going to talk about the CEO class. Abby Gunderson's with us today, and my partner Travis has got a question for her.
So tell us a little bit about the CEO class.
So CEO is really about getting into the business world and learning about all the different sides of business, but also they say it's this much business skills and this much life skills. So it's really about learning how to be a better overall person, I guess.
So Abby, tell everybody, what does CEO stand for?
Creating entrepreneurial opportunities.
So when we say creating these entrepreneurial opportunities, what does that mean to you personally? What do you think that means?
I think we get to do a lot of things where we learn and get a lot of experience that we wouldn't get in a normal classroom, and we also get to go on a lot of tours and meet a lot of people and have a lot of different networking opportunities. So I know that there are a lot of different job opportunities that come out of that, and just it's a different dynamic that's new and really opportunity.
So I've had the opportunity to be part of the class and see you guys in action and all the different things that you've been doing. But what's the next big adventure that you're doing? Because I'm assuming at this point of the year you're working on that class business.
Yes, we actually just started brainstorming for our class business. We all had to do a business plan and make a pitch, and so we just decided today what we were going to do, and so we're going to start getting that in the works and figuring out the managers and what everyone's going to be doing as part of that.
Good. Travis?
So what activities are coming up in the CEO class?
Right now we are working on the Sauk Valley Chamber of Commerce annual dinner, and we have a lot of different tours for businesses coming up, and in a couple weeks we're going to be figuring out our business mentors, so we'll be meeting up with them.
Okay, last question, Abby. Tell me the difference between taking CEO from WACC and any other type of class that you take.
It is completely different because there's really no classroom dynamic. It's there's really not a teacher either. It's really student-led. It's really around the community. You get to be actually involved, and you're really treated like an adult, and you get to do basically whatever you feel is necessary for the class. There's really not many.
So your instructor, Lee Hartman, isn't really an instructor.
She calls herself a facilitator. So she helps us, but we make the decisions by ourselves, and we kind of lead our own.
Exciting program. It's our 4th year in this adventure. If you're interested, let us know. CEO is for everybody.
What's your name?
Zachary Taylor.
Why did you choose WACC, and what class do you do here?
I chose WACC because of computer technology, and I wanted to further pursue my interest in computers.
What's your name, son?
My name is Trent Anderson.
Why did you choose WACC, and what class are you taking?
I am taking criminal justice, and I took WACC because it is a very good social experience for me.
So have you been enjoying your class so far this year?
Yes, I have.
All right, glad to hear. Thanks, Trent.
Wonderful World of WACC. Welcome back. We're talking about CEO today. Travis and I are here interviewing Ethan Sensor and excited about the CEO class. First of all, I got to mention football. Golden Warriors 9-0, blew out the knee on Friday night, but you're still excited for the team.
Yep, we're just gonna keep going through the playoffs. Gonna get my knee checked out this afternoon and go from there.
Well, you just got to be an assistant coach and cheerleader on the sideline, right?
Right.
Travis?
So tell us a little bit about your CEO class. Why did you decide to take that?
Looking at CEO, it was brought upon me. I was talking to my counselor about scheduling some classes for the next year, and she said, well, why don't you take a look at the CEO class? So I said, okay. So I looked a little further into it, and it really came to me that it was the right fit for me. I really wanted to further my business skills, and just kind of, I'm not a guy that likes to sit in the classroom all day.
So in the future, are you looking at business?
Yeah, I'm looking to major in entrepreneurship and business in college.
So then really tight fit.
Yeah.
So we talked to Abby a little bit about the class and what's going on and some of the projects that you have coming up, but you guys just finished a big project, didn't you?
Yeah, the more tire commercial. That was quite the fun project. We had a lot of funny scenes that were bloopers, but we got it all done. Had some little bumps along the road. The first day we didn't have digital media arts there to film, so we had to film by ourselves. But we got it all done.
So, and then what happens with that? You guys, I know you're creating, excuse me, you're trying to create some kind of a YouTube video?
Yeah, for every view that we get $1 up to $1,000 from more tires. So it really helps out our program, brings back some recognition to our program for doing the commercial, and also gives advertising for more tire.
So when we let all you guys know that this thing's on the air, make sure you go and watch it because it means money to this class. Travis?
So how do you see CEO helping you in your future?
Looking at what I'm going into in the future with majoring in business and finance and entrepreneurship, it really broadens my business skills and creates connections throughout the community, and just overall helps me be a better business person, I guess you could say.
So I got to follow up. One question I asked Abby that I want to ask you too is tell me the difference between taking CEO class and taking any other classes.
Well, CEO is nothing like sitting in a classroom with your usual book and a notebook. It's going around to different businesses and around the community and just finding out what's in your community, which at the beginning of the year we didn't really know that there were as many businesses as we had told us, and going around the community, it's really opened your eyes to, wow, you didn't know this business was in the community, and you just figure that out. So it's kind of a neat program to see what's in your community.
Outstanding. So all of you out there, if you want something completely different, come to WACC and ask for the CEO class, and we'll give you all the information you need.
Well, what have you done in autos? Have you learned anything new?
Just fix cars, changing tires, and oil. Yeah, pretty much.
What's the best thing you've learned so far?
Painting.
Cars. All right. Thanks, Anthony. All right. What's your name?
Gavin Brandon.
What class are we in, and why'd you choose it here at WACC?
I just wanted to eat some food, but we're in cooking class.
What are you doing right now?
I'm making butter cookies. I'm rolling it in food coloring sugar to give it some flavor.
You think they're going to be pretty good?
Hopefully.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back to the wonderful world of WACC. Just want to remind everybody, our show this year is going to try to emphasize a lot of the different things that we're doing at WACC, and also remind y'all it is our 50th anniversary, so we want to make it special for everybody. Along with me today is my co-host Travis, and also in this segment we're going to feature Mary Worley. And Mary is our new computer tech teacher, and we're excited to have you on the set, Mary, and I know Travis has got some questions for you.
So what motivated you to apply for a job at WACC?
I would say that the big part of it is the integration of the computer technology. My background before coming to WACC was one of where I was limited because I worked at a correctional center, and I taught a job preparedness course that I was kind of limited in what I could use in technology and things like that. So it was really good to have an opportunity to integrate more technology into my classroom. So when I heard about the position, I immediately was really excited. So
Mary, having had the opportunity to be part of interviewing you and hiring you and knowing your background a little bit, how do our students compare to the prisoners in Dixon?
Well, they're a lot more motivated, I would say, to get things done. And even though my students out at the correctional center were they had to sign up for my class and they wanted to be there, I've seen a big increase of that in the WACC classroom. The students, when we go on break, as a matter of fact, most of them stay in the room because they like working on the technology so much. So I'd say there's a lot more motivation involved in that regard.
Do you think it's an easy job considering you're kind of preparing these students for their future?
No. Yes and no. I guess it's it's challenging because I feel like I want to give them every opportunity possible to learn about what's out there. Every day we have they call it a bell ringer at the beginning of class where I put up links for tech bites, and I always try to put up what's going out in the tech world right now and try to keep them abreast of what's currently out there. So it's challenging in that regard to always try to keep myself informed and updated so I can then pass that on to my students.
So for those students that might be watching our show today, Mary, what kind of student should take your class?
A student who is technologically inclined, or even if you just have an interest in technology. You don't have to be a computer geek in order to take the class. You just want to have a knowledge of learning how to work with computers, do basic troubleshooting, or you can get into the advanced part of it and get into coding and creating apps, things like that. So it's a really great class.
And every company everywhere needs an ITT person.
Exactly. Even out on the football field, I happen to be a Bears fan. Don't boo me out of the room. But I love the Bears. I've always been with them a long time. And one thing that you see even on the sidelines is the increase of technology with the Microsoft Surface tablets versus the writing on the dry erase boards that the coaches had. There's a few coaches that don't really like it, but it's everywhere. You can't get away from it. Every company has an IT department, even out at the correctional center. So
where's your interest? If you have an interest at all in IT and anything technical in the computer world, stop by, see Mary Worley, and take her class.
So we're still here in the cooking class. What's on the agenda for today, David?
We're making Rice Krispie treats, man.
How do you know what to put in the Rice Krispie treat? Like, how do you know how much and what to do?
Like when you get a bag of marshmallows, most people don't know that the directions is on the back of it. So
that is something to.
All the ingredients right on the back. You don't even need that much. All you need is butter. Get you a little bit of marshmallows and some Rice Krispie, like the cereal, like the big box. Get you one of those.
Sounds pretty delicious. Yeah. Thank you, David. What's your name?
Felicity.
What would I find in your fridge right now?
Probably some leftovers.
Yummy.
So that's the end of our first show in the wonderful world of WACC. We want to send our shout outs out to the production crew over here. My co-host Travis, how do you think it went?
I think it went pretty well. I think it was really cool to see all the different classes that they have at WCC.
So we're pretty excited this year to bring you the wonderful world of WACC. You're going to see Travis and I more often as we try to continue to find great segments that this class can shoot. The camera's going to be out there, and you never know when you might be on the wonderful world of WACC. Thanks. Have a great day.